Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video, I want to talk about challenging yourself and taking the next step into doing something that you would never normally do, and something that I've accepted to do. And I don't know if you've seen it on my social media over the past year, I've accepted to run the New York Marathon, which is something totally out of my comfort zone because generally I don't run. I don't even run to the shop to get milk. And let's take it right back to last November when I got a collaboration in with Paco Rabanne, which is the fragrance and fashion brand, but this specifically is with the fragrance brand. And they wanted me to embark on a year's journey with them to become kind of an ambassador for the brand, and then to surpass myself and challenge myself into running the New York Marathon for them and a charity called Team for Kids. Throughout the year we've done bits and bobs together, and then my final challenge is less than a month away, and God, what a journey it has been. So I've just got in from training and I kind of thought, let's turn on the camera, and obviously I want to update you guys with what's going on in my life and keep you up to date with everything that I'm doing. And this is probably one of the biggest thing that's going on in my life right now, so I kind of thought, why not put the camera on and kind of involve you in it all and bring you all in and let you know the journey that I'm currently going through. So I don't know if any of you out there have done a marathon before, or if you've wanted to do one. I've learned how hard it actually is to get into a marathon, so what an experience this is going to be. People apply for marathons for years and still never get in. Like, you can't just say you want to do the marathon and do it, you have to apply for it. So it really is a special thing. So the fact that I get to be involved in this and run or jog or walk, however I'm going to do this, because it's going to be a big challenge. I'm doing it for such a great cause, for a charity, so that makes me feel great as well. Like, obviously my brother has had leukemia before, so charity is very close to my heart. And yeah, it's been a hell of a journey, because when I accepted this collaboration, I kind of thought, oh, that's fine, like running, how hard can it be? Like, it's 26.5 miles. Now, I'm not great with measurements, so I kind of didn't put 2 and 2 together on how far that actually is. And now I've realised it's far, very far. It's been a hell of a journey, and obviously with my job I travel a lot, so it really is hard to get that training in. And people train for about 6 months before the actual marathon date, which is the 5th of November. And I kind of left it 6 months and thought I will start my training 6 months prior to when it begins. And loads of travel jobs came up in the summer, so it was really hard to get that training in. And when I did start to train, I've been getting really bad shin splints. So to anyone that doesn't know what shin splints are, I'm telling you now, they're painful. I run for about 2 miles and I get the most excruciating pain throughout my legs. So that kind of put a brick wall in front of me. And some of the team, Paco Rabanne, have been so supportive. They were saying, don't worry if you can't do it, like, we don't want you to injure yourself. And I was saying, no, this is something for such a great cause. This is something that I've accepted in my head that I'm going to do now, no matter if I have to crawl over that finish line. My parents are flying over to see me, they're like so supportive, they've paid for their flights to come over, and I have to do this. I've accepted it in myself and I have to do this now. So I want to kind of give you a few little products to anyone that maybe is looking to run the marathon in the future, a few little things that have helped me, because obviously, like I said, shin splints was a really bad start, and that wasn't going to make me give up. I challenged myself and nothing is going to stop me giving it a go. This is Paco Rabanne Invictus, who I am running the marathon, obviously the collaborations for. An amazing thing the brand has done. They have paid, I think it's like £4,000 or £5,000 each influencer, because there's 5 of us doing it together as a team, and they've paid £5,000 each of us to do this as a charity. So it's an amazing thing they've done, and an amazing collaboration pulled together. And I'm running it with the main guy who's the main model of Invictus. His name is Nick. That's him there. Then I'm running it with a guy from France, which his name is Nicholas. A guy from Spain called Sergio. A guy from Germany called Marvin. A guy from Italy called Elbio. And myself. So that's Paco Rabanne. And some of the things that, like, I've been seeing a guy about my legs So I've been seeing a chiropractor that's been helping me through my problems I've had. He said it's all stemmed from when I broke my leg 4 years ago. So if you ever break your leg, don't think when you get that cast off, it's done, it's finished, it's fixed. Because I didn't get rehab on my legs afterwards, and it really can cause future problems, which it has for me, because the strain you put on your other leg when you break one leg, it's a lot of strain, and that's caused my whole body to come out of line, which is causing all these issues now. So some of the things that I first of all knew I needed to get was the best running shoes. So I got these, which were from Asics. To me, they're not the most stylish shoes. I wouldn't think I'm going to look great in the marathon with them. They look kind of cool here, but on my feet, they don't look great. But it's not about looking cool, it's about being comfortable. And these really are comfortable. They did set me back, I think, about £250. So they are expensive, but it's definitely worth the money, because you don't want to get any long-lasting injuries from running or running the marathon or whatever you're running for. Make sure you get a good pair of shoes. That was a good start for me to get these. Then I moved on to, obviously I've been seeing a guy about my legs. He's really helped. Now, to anyone in London, I will link his details below for you, because he is insane. He worked out everything that my problems were. He just knew what the issues were, and we're fixing it now. I know that the marathon's just around the corner. At the minute, I've not been able to run for the past couple of months, which has been obviously a huge issue because I've not been able to train, but as I said, that's not stopping me. And I've started to skip instead. He's advised me skipping is great for kind of your cardio. It's also good for strengthening your legs. And I've been given these, which were very expensive for a pair of inner soles, but because when I walk and run, my feet are collapsing in, I had these custom made for me by the guy that you put into every pair of shoes, which can be inner shoes. Now I have to rip all the inner shoes out of my shoes, so get a nice new pair of shoes, you have to rip the inner soles out. But what these do is they have like a bump here, and that kind of bump is, say like you're walking, it's like a fist in the bottom of your foot, pushing your foot up so it doesn't collapse in. So I've only had these in for about a week, and I did an hour skip today, and it felt great. My shins are still hurting a bit, but that's a massive improvement for me, that the fact that I can skip for an hour with a bit of pain, but my cardio's increasing, and hopefully in a couple of days I'll be able to start getting back out running again. The next thing, which Nick advised me, is when you run a marathon, you probably are going to run out a lot of energy. So these are gels, which really do help with the energy levels, and they kind of, you drink energy drinks as you go around, but also gels really put that sugar and that energy back into your body if you're kind of like draping along, you've got no energy left. But what we would advise, or I would advise, is buy a pack before you do the marathon, or buy a pack in advance, because sometimes they can make you feel a bit sick, and that's the last thing you want on the day running a marathon. You start feeling sick and your belly starts to play up, because I'm telling you now, there's not toilets while you're running them through those marathons. Not the nicest toilets anyway, I don't think. So you don't want to be going to the toilet every couple of hours. Do you know what I mean? So make sure your body and your stomach can take these first before just trying them on the day. Another thing that my mum and dad bought for me, which is great, they got me, it's kind of like a little bum bag. Obviously, I am going to be taking my phone with me and my gels. So this is like, just like a belt really. You can put it across your shoulders or around your waist. Rather than a big bum bag, this is just a small like waisted one, and it's great because, if I can get it open, it's thin like this, so it's not a big one, but you have little zips and they stretch, so you can fit your phone in there and stuff. So it's just a lot more comfortable while you're running the marathon, rather than having a big bum bag, or obviously you're not going to be wanting to carry a bag around with you. So I can put my gels in there and my phone in there as well. And then last of all, one of these, pink, I know, very gay, but yeah, this is just like something I bought off Amazon, a stretchy thing, and this is really great for kind of just having at home, stretching out your legs and like putting your foot into it like this, and just, oh, my foot right in it, and just like pulling back and forward just to make sure you get that movement there in your foot, because as obviously when you're running, you're coming back and forth and stuff, you need that kind of flexibility. So I kind of wanted to come on and just talk to you on this video, like help to anyone that's doing running. and just kind of talk about the challenge that I'm about to embark myself on and why I felt like I didn't want to give up, because I'm not just doing this for myself, I'm doing this for so many people out there because it's for such a good thing. And I feel like I'm going to be crying the whole way through because I'm going to be an emotional wreck. For like when I finish, I'm not going to say if I finish, when I finish, I am definitely going to be an emotional wreck because it's going to be such a journey, and like seeing New York is just going to be amazing as well. So one thing I do want to say is, if you don't follow me on my Instagram or social media, there's my Instagram right there. Go over and follow me because you can keep up to date with all of my images, I'll be Instagram storying as I go around, so you're going to see me very sweaty faced, very out of breath, dying to finish it. I'll probably be after about 5 miles, feeling like I want to die. But as I said, hopefully I crossed that finish line, everything's fine. Thank you so much all for watching. Got a frog in my throat. This one was completely different. It was more of just update on my life. If you did enjoy the video, or if it did help you, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to check out all the products that I link below for you if you are in need of any of the things I've mentioned. And if you are a new person watching, please don't forget to subscribe. Lots of love to you all. Keep up with my journey. Thanks for all the support, and hopefully you'll see me crying when I finish that crossing line in less than a month's time. So it's the 5th of November that I actually run it. So yeah, put it in your calendars, put it in your diaries, put it in your phones, just so I know you're all there with me while I'm running it. Lots of love to you all, and I'll see you all on the next video. See you then.